How can you build a strong network on LinkedIn for career advancement? LinkedIn is actually a flat ground. It provides you with an opportunity to connect with prospective companies and prospective recruiters. You can use LinkedIn as a career growth strategy by planting seeds today. LinkedIn is a long game. It does take time in order for you to build quality relationships. And over time, your network will begin to grow as you grow your visibility and influence on LinkedIn. Before we dive into how you can actually create this strong network in order for you to advance your career, you need to have a great LinkedIn profile. I made a video about how to create a great LinkedIn profile a few weeks ago. I'll link to that video in the description below. So definitely go and watch that video first, because you want to make sure you have a great profile for people to land on. Now that you have a great LinkedIn profile, the first step in building a strong network is actually articulating what goals you want to achieve. You can start by asking yourself, what company would I like to work with in the next 2 or 3 years? And then you can also ask yourself, what position do I want to be doing in the coming few years? So, those years can be X amount according to you and according to how you feel, how much time you feel you need. I remember years ago, I actually contacted my CEO and I said to him, how much time do I need in this role before I consider moving up the ladder? And he said, you know what, Lorraine, you need 2 years. Well, it only took 6 months for me, I guess, because I was putting in a lot of time, effort. There was a steep learning curve, so the promotion came way quicker than what I had expected and way quicker than what was normal. But you know your own situation. So ask yourself these questions and write down the answers. The reason why I'm asking you to write down these answers to your goal is because they will act as a foundation for your game plan on your LinkedIn networking strategy. The second step is fun. So you want to surround yourself with your future, because remember, you set down your goals, you decided what company you want to work with, you decided what role you want to do. Now you want to surround yourself with that. Follow your prospective companies and send connection requests to the people who are working in the roles that you want to be working in. LinkedIn actually allows you to send at least 200 connection requests in a week. You probably do not need that much because, again, you're focusing on the long game, building a strong network for your next move. So you probably only need to send about 10 to 50 connection requests a week. Really focus on quality rather than quantity, because as you send this connection requests, you will be curating your feed. You will start getting content from those companies and those people. So you want to make sure that they are people that you want to hear from. Step number 3, when people actually accept your connection request, don't just ignore that. Send them a message acknowledging and thanking them for actually accepting your request, and then also admire them for 1 or 2 things that they're doing. So you can do this by looking at their profile, look at what they're posting, look at their recent achievements in their company, and just, congratulate them or acknowledge them. Make sure that that message is personalized, because people are bombarded with messages on LinkedIn, and you want yours to be like a really hearty personal message, but not too personal, if you get what I mean. You just want a balance in between, and then end with asking them if you can be of any help to them, and just tell them that I look forward to networking and connecting with you over time. So you haven't asked for anything. You're actually offering your help, and that is the first step in building quality relationships and network on LinkedIn. Step number 4, you are ready to build your visibility and position yourself as an expert on LinkedIn. You know what? If you're sitting there waiting for someone else to call you an expert on what you do, then you will be sitting until forever. You can decide to position yourself as someone with an opinion. An expert is simply someone who knows more than the other person. So you just want to know more than the person who's 2-3 steps ahead of you, and you become an expert to them. So begin sharing your experiences, begin sharing your opinion. And you know what? An easy way of dipping your feet in the water is resharing other people's posts. So again, go back to your prospective companies. Let's say you want to work for you want to work with Microsoft in the next 2-3 years, right? And you're following them and you're following their content and you're aiming for a particular branch of Microsoft. What you can do is go to their content, find out what they're posting, and if you resonate with what they're posting, then reshare their posts on your profile. And if you're too shy to do that, you can simply like and leave a thoughtful comment on their posts, because then people who are coming to Microsoft's page and other employees are actually seeing your engagement and your comments. And then as you become more confident, start sharing some posts on LinkedIn. You can start by just sharing a quote. You can start by just, sharing maybe your experience of the week. You can give a tip to someone who's 2 or 3 steps behind you. Give them a tip on how to succeed in their role, in their job. And as you do this more and more, you'll become more comfortable with posting on LinkedIn. And LinkedIn and other people on the profile, on the platform, will start viewing you as an expert. And what happens is you really build massive visibility, because people are seeing you. So rather than you waiting for recruiters, companies to find you, you're saying, hey, I'm here. Lastly, start attending online events on LinkedIn, or attend in-person events that your prospective companies or other people are hosting on LinkedIn. Start attending those events, because your aim is to build long-term relationships. And I tell you, when it comes to growing in your career, these relationships are invaluable. You'll be able to capitalize and give back on these relationships. They will become rich network. Just today, I got a call from a colleague that I worked with 4 years ago, and it was the most energizing and just exciting phone call, just hearing the progress she's made and where she's working now, and her asking me what I'm doing, and us just trying to find a synergy between the work that we do in terms of how can we help each other grow and go to the next step. And these are the kind of rich relationships that you're looking for, because those relationships will come in handy over the years. And the more rich relationships you have under your belt when it comes to your career, the better it is for your advancement opportunities. So there you have it. Those are the 5 amazing tips for you to grow a strong network on LinkedIn in order for you to advance in your career. And you know what? If you're new here and you haven't done so, then I'm inviting you to subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, then remember to hit the like button and just do me a quick favor and share this video with someone who you know needs to build a network. My name is Lorraine. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next episode, and don't forget to watch that video on how to build a strong LinkedIn network. I'll link to it in the description, and I'll link to it here as well.